thing you guys can we change the step? Right? Didn't the negative, it just changed the placement. Okay, just problem. Be one. Today, well, next, they don't here or just grab it, throw in 5 times 5 times 5, negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3. Some of you had them yesterday. Grab it. Following for me with these 3 problems, okay? I want you to give me a thumbs up if now designate it's going to get a little one tissue. That you a little 2 to your one and I think what you guys more also do that workspace and copy it in later. Up to you. So I'm more comfortable with it. Either way though, back. I'm pretty sure the back blank. Yeah, you can use that. All right. Here's what we're going to do. In just a second, I'm going to have each of the groups turn their desks turning towards the back so everybody can see everyone's desk. One person at a time is allowed to use the marker on the sample problem that we're doing. Only one person is allowed to write, and they're not allowed to hand it off to someone else. So I'm going to give you a sample problem. They're going to write it down and try to simplify. The directions are just simplify, okay? Simplify the expression to get positive components like numbers 2 and 3. Could they maybe do something wrong or get stuck? The rest of the group isn't allowed to write on the whiteboard, but they are allowed to give advice. They can say, oh, no, you don't want to do that. Oh, remember this? And explain. Now, you don't just shout out the answer to your group. The goal is not to get it first. The goal is right. P.S. Tomorrow. And like drama, but someone has the marker first. You guys get to choose who goes first. Someone, marker first. Turn your desk to be able to face the back so everybody can see what work is being done. Oh, and by the way, We have to take turns with who has the marker. Whoever's starting with it, they're going to hand it off, hand it off, hand it off until everybody is gone before we go twice. Well, the glue is for later. You were supposed to pick up a marker. Go grab one. A glue, a whiteboard, a tissue, and a marker. You're okay. You're okay. It's for later. But everything else you needed more than one of, so you only needed one glue. All right, here's the good news. Whoever's writing with the marker, you don't have to do it alone. Just you have to be the one writing, but everyone else can help you out. Once you're not today, but maybe other days, yeah. Okay, we're in section 6.1. Oh, wait. Do you guys remember what the direction? Okay. Are simple with positive exponents. You don't need to write this, but just so you know. Okay, simplify with positive exponents. Okay, you ready? Write it down. Only one. Any X.
Oh, he erased two.
No, there were two people. Woo! Group 1, you're zombies. You didn't erase. Okay, new problem. The correct answer was 1. Good job. We got to make it a little bit harder, though. No. There were 3 different people that all went for the same group. Lord of the Flies going on. All right, here we go. 15 times c to the negative 8 d to the 0. Simplify. I haven't said whether it's right or wrong. Are you sure? You're group number 6. But now you're zombies. You can go attack other groups still. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Take your time. I haven't said what's right or wrong yet. I'm looking. I'm not saying right or wrong because otherwise people will steal it. So hold on. Okay. I've seen one answer repeated 3 times. I've seen another answer only once. Oh, twice. Well, I'm not telling people, otherwise they'll steal answers. Hold on. I've seen one answer 4 times. All right, guys, your final submission. All right. Can I show you the right answer? Only 2 groups got it right. You ready? Okay, hold on. Pay attention. Only 2 groups got it right. It's not that many X's are disappearing this time. Anything to the 0 power, we all got this right. Okay? So we had that, we had this, and then just a 1 for the d to the 0. Everybody got that right? Okay. But here's the next problem. Most of you figured out the negative means flip, right? But who flipped? What's the exponent of 15 if there's nothing there? It's a 1. Does that mean flip? No. So it should have been 15 over c to the 8. Group number 6 and 7, you get to go erase an x. Wait, only one person from group, though. Only one person per group. All right, erase your boards. New person. It's okay. Group number 3, now you're zombies. Now you're zombies. They're group 7. Look at all those X's they still have. All right, here we go. New person, new problem. All right, let's make it fun. Let's make it fun. 10 to the 0. Times r to the negative 11. Good try. Times s over 3 squared. That's an s. That's an s. That's an s. Can I turn off the other light? The projector's being weird. I can't say, or someone might steal it. Keep thinking, keep thinking, keep thinking. But careful. 3 squared is 3 times 3. But some of the switching was a little weird too. I'm not saying right or wrong because I don't want people to steal answers, but I'm seeing submissions. No, I'm not saying right or wrong. People might steal it. That's 9. Okay. Okay. I have a couple more groups to still submit. Okay. Okay.
Someone got it right.
Interesting. Oh. That's an S, not a 5. That's an S, not a 5. Do you guys want to change something? No, it's okay. You can change it. It's an S, not a 5. You guys have it as an S, I think, don't you? You have it as an S. All right, I have 2 more groups still to submit. I'm trying not to say right or wrong because people might steal answers, so hold on. Okay. I've seen enough submissions, I think, to have figured out my right ones, okay? Now, you guys could have done 3 squared is 9, but I'm not taking off for people not doing 9. That's okay. 3 squared could have been 9. I saw almost everyone see that 10 to the 0 is 1. I agreed. R to the negative 11, S, not a 5. And then some of you guys did 3 squared is 9. Now, here's where you got stuck, my ones that got it wrong. You saw the negative and you remembered flip, But you forgot that the only one who moves is the one with the negative. So only the r to the 11 moved. Everything else stays solid. You could have had 3 squared. That's okay. But only the negative exponent moves. Groups 5 and 6 and 7. You get to send someone up. The rest of you guys, do you have questions? I'll let you start. I'll let you start. Does that kind of make sense with the rules? Is that okay? You guys, does that make sense? Yeah. Because he didn't have a negative. So only the piece with the negative is the guy that moves. Everything else is solid. 1 times anything is itself. Yeah, so you could have put the 1 too. I wouldn't have marked you wrong, but simplifying the 1 goes away.
Would you have to put the 1?
Not really, because remember, if there's nothing there, it's an understood 1. So that's okay. That's okay. All right, new person. For some of you, I think it's the last person in your group who hasn't gone yet. For others of you, some of you are repeating. All right, new problem, new problem. Okay, be careful. You ready? What if I was to give you $13 x to the negative 5, y to the 0 over 5 to the negative 3, z to the negative 10. Yeah, it's okay if you use a calculator. I don't mind. Get everything in its right spot. Get everything in its right spot. Okay. I'm coming, I'm coming. I'm not saying right or wrong. I'm not saying right or wrong. Use your calculator, right? Right. Double. I'll give you 1 more second before your final submission. Okay. 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 There are some different ways of writing it, so I'm just seeing who's right, who's wrong. Okay. I see it, Adrian.
Wait, no, I'm saying when I move these 2 up there, you don't know the hero.
Take 1 pass around to your group. Homework tonight. Take 1 pass around tonight's homework. Take 1 pass around tonight's homework. Put your name on it. If your group is waiting on other groups, they can start on homework. We're not totally done, but take 1 pass around. Let me see. Okay. Well, you wrote it differently. You guys have some magical numbers coming up, though. Take 1 pass around. Is that your final one? Okay. You guys have your final one? Okay. All right, the good news is, hold on. The good news is, even though we only have 3 groups that have it right this time, a different 3 groups, well, not the same 3 groups as last time. We're closer, so pay super close. This one has a lot of stuff going on, okay? Okay. The y to the 0, are you guys okay if I just cross it off and put a 1? Is that okay? Okay. The x to the 5th totally went on the bottom. Now careful, some of you flipped it and you forgot to take away the negative. The negative says get down there and then disappears. So some of you forgot to take away the negative. The z to the negative 10 totally comes up top, positive 10. The 5 cubed totally comes up top. But here's where some of you got messed up. The 13 is to what power? To what exponent? 1. Sorry, not negative 1, positive 1, right? So did the 13 move? No. So some of you were super close. I think if you put this in your calculator, some of you went all the way. But I would have been totally okay even back here. Now look, some of you guys were so close. But the final groups were group 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, you can send the first person down, and then 6 and 7. No, you guys were close. Did you catch it? You put the 13 down. But you were so everything else was right. You have 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, get out of here. Wait a minute. How did we erase 3 x's? No, 1 person per group. 1 person per group. Group 4, group 7. Oh, how'd you come down? He wasn't supposed to come down. Okay, there we go. You guys were a little bit off. The 13 was supposed to be up. You guys were close, but the 13 was supposed to come up. All right, guys. We're going to do one more, and then the one with the most X's. We're going to do one more. You ready? All right, what if I have to remember what it is. Okay. Z to the 8th times z squared over z to the 5th. How many z's would be left? Z to the 8th times z squared over z to the 5th. How many z's would be left? Worse, you can always write them all out and count them all up. How many z's would be left? I'll give you a hint. It's z to the what? I'll give you a hint. How many z's are left? What number is that? It's z to the what power? Double count your counting. I like your method. Double count your counting. Group 6, group 7, you can come on down and erase X's. I'm not finishing. I've just seen mistakes in a lot of the others. No? Group 2, you can erase 1. How many z's were up top? 8 plus 2 is 10. How many z's were on bottom? 5. How many are left when you subtract? 5. Ah, group 2 and 4 tied? Groups, this is your homework. I just did most of the evens from last night's homework. For those of you that were confused and didn't get to finish, I just did most of the evens from last night's homework. The worksheet is due tomorrow. Give me my markers back, my glue sticks back. Nope, just this. I'm changing it today. I slowed down. All right, thanks guys. Get out of here. Make sure you have a worksheet. I have extra if you didn't get one. No, it stays in your homework spiral. I was going to check it today, but people weren't quite ready. I'm going to check it tomorrow because we did some practice, which will really help, I think. Good job, guys. Homework stays in your homework spiral. Normally, I would have checked it at the beginning, but since everyone was stressed, I'm checking it tomorrow. Just the worksheet tonight.
This is from...
Oh, because you guys printed it off. Perfect.
I didn't know how to do it.
No, that's okay. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Today, everyone was stressed over homework, so I kind of on that instead. Yeah.